Expresident. This perk deck has one of the most consistent mechanics in the game. However, it can also be more fragile compared to other health-based decks, so it's important to learn how the deck works to avoid tricky situations. Expresident has 3 mechanics: dodge, health, and ammo recovery. The deck provides you 15% of dodge. Expresident gives the least dodge amount between those that who grant it, so this mechanic is usually left aside, being occasional. The most interesting thing about this deck is the health pool. This bar allows you to store health and restore damage suffered by recovering your ammo after breaking it, and the pool will be affected by your ammo choose. The most comfortable options in DSOD are the lightweight ballistic vest and the 2-piece suit, because they barely affect the health pool, and every enemy eliminated by you or your team will help to store health. This mechanic is the most notorious, but thanks to the last benefit, Expresident can stay safe: the ammo recovery. It's simple. You recover your ammo too quickly after killing an enemy. But even with this explanation, some players have troubles with ammo recovery. Well, within the game, there's a mechanic which is worth to mention. Suppression is a mechanic that blocks your ammo recovery while you're in danger, applies to dodging and receiving shots near to all cover. The effect will disappear 1 second after no one is shooting near you. This time is in addition to the default recovery time, which is 3 seconds. Now that you know about Suppression, it's time to properly explain the Expresident ammo recovery. I'll be technical but punctual, so I recommend watching this part to better understand the perk deck. However, you can skip to this minute to see the result. The way to know how long it will take to regulate your ammo is with this formula. Yes, it seems complex, but don't worry. As I said before, the default time is 3 seconds, but it can be improved with skills like Resilience and Shock and Awe. This is under normal circumstances. However, if you kill an enemy using Expresident, you will activate a variable, thus giving a new result. As we said, being under attack, we must add the suppression, thus obtaining a definitive answer. In summary, we can say that we recover our ammo in around 1.09 seconds when killing an enemy after a confrontation, being superior to Hitman and Yakuza. Finally, as you can see, the way to get the main benefit of Expresident is kill him. It's common to think that you'll be fine in front of your team and killing everyone who passes in front of you. Play aggressive, right? Well, we must talk clearly. An aggressive and a reckless playstyle are not the same. The health you store with Express is a reserve and should be treated as such as that means. Remember, your team also contributes to your reserve health, so don't be afraid to take some risk, but consider the magnitude of this before acting. Thanks to this deck, you will learn to take clever risk and understand the importance of pool size as a survival method. Postscript, knowing the map is a great advantage for this perk deck.
I wasted time!
The drill is dead! Fucking fix it then!
Get your hands up, motherfucker! Put your motherfucking hands up! Hostage! On me, now! Got the shields! Dead many!
Looks like every pub is headed your way. Do not driving out. Fire flare will into an air extraction.
Take care of! Get your hands up, motherfucker! Got shields! Shields dead!
Hey, you! Get on your feet!
Bulldozers down, baby! Bulldozers taken care of! Hey, Sydney! Follow me! Out! Let's close the yourself!
Body's raising your rate now.
Fucking dozer!
There in a minute. I got eyes on the drop point already.
Dozer out!
Bulldozer down!
Grenade
Here's the
away!
first aid kit!
Fire in the hole! Frog away! Look out! Time to shake the dog! Fire in the hole!
I'm there in 30 seconds. I hope you're ready.
Gates around the corner, guys. Wheel hot. 30 seconds flat. 20 seconds to go.
Grenade! You signed for this? I'd like the first one. You can get your first aid here! You can get your first aid here!
Get stuck, Tracer!
Hey, Bodhi! On the way! Hey, Bodhi! Follow me! Now! Hold your hands up!
First aid kit here!
First aid kit here! Shield is dead! I'll the shield's brains off! The sniper! That's the end of the minute! Hey, Tony! Follow me! First aid here!
Here's the first aid kit!
I need a fucking medic box, okay?
Get up now! Here's one!
I wasted that medic